Hey, happy Friday, family. This is JD, the mobile trader, coming to you on Friday, January 21st, 2022. Look, drop me a like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about gaps. Gaps in price, gaps on the chart. We're looking at the IWM, the small caps. I've been calling for a sell-off, and it breached my levels. It breached the 205 level. It breached the 200 level. Now it bounced, but what we're looking at, and we'll zoom in a second, but like 205, 206, found support, but I don't have the moving averages on there. I'll show you what it did on the 21-day simple moving average. Let's put that on there quickly. Get right to the point. What are you guys trading today? Um, I'm a little bearish just over the short term. I want to be cautious. We'll also take a look at forward, a gap fill. I wanted to show that. But I mean, just a bearish push down within the IWM, the small caps, and it leads the way in both directions. So we might get a little dead cat bounce. We're at the bottom on the RSI, but if we zoom out a little bit and you see the purple area, that was where a gap in price occurred. And it's hunting for that gap because we've broken through all of my moving averages. The blue one is the 50. The blue is the 50 simple moving average. The baby blue or the light blue is the 200-day simple moving average, and the orange line is the 21. And it respected the 50 on the downside. It tapped the 50 on the push up back on the 4th of January, and it's just been bearish ever since. So we might get this gap pushed down to right below 200. It might push up today, but I'm looking for a sell off on Monday. I might jump into some puts, but it just needs to be the right setup. And let me just remove that so you can get a good look at the gap. And it's the naked study, naked chart. I have some trend lines on there, but let's just zoom in a little bit tighter. This little area, the gap occurred on the 6th of January. It closed 196.49 on the 5th. The high that day was 197.61. Gapped up the next day, the open of 199.48. And I'm looking for a fill to where it breaches these levels down here at 199 down to 197-ish. Now, there's just probabilities, guys. There's no guarantees, but we no buy, sell, or hold. But the probability of a gap fill, of a return to the breakout area to kind of rectify gaps are anomalies, and they don't have to always be filled. But a lot of times, all gaps must be filled. Is one of the, I guess, an axiom or whatever, just a saying within the markets. So, and also to the upside, but we have a lot of climbing to do, and it's breached through a lot of consolidation, and we may retest, like you fill the gap, retest back up here, and it might bang its head, and it might come back down to this area, down to 192-ish. So we don't know, but I'm bearish right now. Let's take a look at the puts. Not a buy, sell, or hold, but if I were to go out, I would want to go 24 to 30 days, give or take. Let me just take a peek at this right here. I don't like that chain. I'm looking for some open interest that fits the bill, and let's see. Are we that close? That's it. We're going to populate. If not, we'll go right before it. And I don't like the open interest on some of these, but guys, I'll find one. There we go. This weekly might be the play. The 200 strike on the puts on the right side of the screen, trading at 580 by 591 at yesterday's close. 2388 open interest, delta of 46, implied volatilities in the 30s. This is my one that I'm going to take a look at today. I need to have my setup for this weekly option, but let's go right to forward. And I want to show you that gap fill as well. All right, big time gap up, had a lot of consolidation. I mean, it was building up, building up, building up. Everybody, we've been churning since even lower. So we were in leaps, a lot of people in leaps. I'm waiting for the pullback to consolidation area to this support level right in here in the 20s and see how it acts down here, because there is another gap to possibly fill. And that high is 1550, the low over there 1655. So there's a little gap area that needs rectified, because we just filled this gap that was created on the 4th of January. The gap up from the 3rd of the close was 2177. The next day it gapped up and it ran. Gapped up to open was 2252. So we spiked, and look at the RSI. Ford doesn't really test that RSI a lot. It doesn't test, when I say that, the RSI is at the bottom of the screen. It doesn't test above 70 for extended periods. It's a calm mover. The ATR on Ford used to be like 21 cents, 41 cents. I think it might be over $1 now, but we'll get that later. Anyway, gap has filled. We're coming down to some support. So who knows what Ford's going to do? Is it going to try to get down into a whole number? But I'm waiting for it out. I'm not looking at making moves now. The leaps may be, the price may have dropped, and that this might be the time to check out that 2023 or 2024 leap on the bullish side. And a lot of action on the 25 strikes, 108,000 open interest on that. That's trading at 278, 276 by 278. Let's see what the 2024s are looking like. And open interest, the 30 strike and the 25 strike are still the ones. So I might look at that 2023 leap, the 25 strike, or even go out a little further to the 30 strike. We have how many days on this one? 364 days. I mean, a full calendar year almost to see, but I prefer that 25, and the delta on that is 45. The 30 is delta is a little low, but I mean, we're out. We're way out. We have a lot of time, so something to consider. These aren't buy, settle, holds, guys, but if you find the content valuable, share, like, and then give me a comment, guys, and I'll see if I can do more. Y'all have a great day.